If y'all don't, if you can't read from this picture right here how sad this thing was, how pathetic this was, then this video says it all. Oh, folks, as you know, we had the best parade ever in honor of the military right here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at that crowd.
Is it in full swing or is it just starting?
Did it ever start? People, as we know, this weekend, Trump's honor of the military went on, which was just his own personal birthday party.
Right.
What a coincidence. It just, out of all the days that he could have honored the military,
Yeah.
Veterans Day, he waited for his birthday
Sure.
to do that. And I'm going to tell you, it looks just like that, a birthday party. old backyard ass birthday party going. That's old pitland parade. This looks like people, he was expecting, I'm sure in his mind, hundreds of thousands to show up. Meanwhile, this shit look like a backyard barbecue.
Well, once he gets a chance to talk about it, it will be hundreds of thousands.
Yeah.
And that's a flattering angle. That's the most people I've seen at the event.
Yeah, they did a overhead view. People, it really does look like somebody's backyard birthday party. So technically, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was. Hell, he should have brought a Pettinzuna clown over here.
Yeah, it's like a family reunion at a park.
Yeah, except I've seen family reunions with more people. This looks like they waiting for a D-list band to come out and play.
It does.
Yeah, they're at the venue early.
Yeah. No, they there. That's in full swing.
But yeah, it looks like there's some music festival, but the A-listers aren't coming on until the sun goes down.
Or it's one of those festivals for every band is a one-hit wonder and D-list band. Hey, everybody, Creole and the Coconuts.
Hey, don't put down Kid Creole. He can get more people than that.
And but he'll put a spin on it. But boy, I mean, the video is out there. All kind of videos. You sent me a couple. The proof is out there. I mean, he can go ahead and lie about this, make as many AI videos as he wants to. We all saw it on that day. And here's one video that this video right here. This video sums it up. If you can't read from this picture right here how sad this thing was, how pathetic this was, then this video says it all. Because he said we're gonna have tanks, so many tanks, for my wonderful birthday. I mean, for the honor of the military. How are those tanks? There was so little people there, you could hear the squeaks on these ragged ass tanks right here. They sound like grocery carts.
Yeah, they do.
They sound like, you ever been a grocery cart and got that one squeaky ass cart? That's what that sounds like.
Now, I'm no expert to know, but I saw where somebody was showing these and saying these are decommissioned tanks because the military started painting tanks tan because they're all using them for desert warfare. So they weren't tanks aren't green anymore.
Yeah, well, you know what it looked. I looked at this and I was wondering, where's the wind-up handle on the back of these?
I know.
You look like some shit from Toy Stories.
A lot of empty seats in those bleachers.
And look at that's what I was going to say. Look at these bleachers back here. These people looking like people, I've seen floats.
I know.
And Mardi Gras bigger than this.
Yeah.
And normally it's very heavily populated. During the weekend, there's always tourists coming through DC walking around there.
Hey, thing sound like some little kid riding a tricycle. This is the music that's playing. Boy,
that was added afterwards, the music, because it was that quiet. The video added that. Yeah.
Wow. So they had to add music.
Yeah.
Well, that's an uncomfortable squeak.
I love the squeak.
Listen, did y'all hear this?
What had a can of WD-40?
Exactly.
Like no test run of this shit.
That's just what I was thinking.
Oh, rusty ass tanks
Can we
out
please
here.
get some WD-40 over here? You got to fill out a form for that.
when you can't hear nothing but an uncomfortable sound like that, well, that is embarrassing and that is cringy. I would have secondhand embarrassment being there with people.
Yeah, all 15 of them.
Damn, it even looks like a toy. The man right on top, hunched over. God damn, why don't y'all just? I mean, with this right here, y'all might as well just brought out an army of little toddlers on tricycles to drive down the street.
That would have been cool.
Or Shriners and buggies.
Yeah. I've been to parades in Waco that look better
Sure.
than this. Damn.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's probably the most pathetic parade I've ever seen.
God damn, boy, this. He should have been just throwing candy out from the tank. Hey, catch it. This man's doing this because it's his birthday. It's not the military, all right? It's for his birthday. And that really is some wannabe dictator nonsense right there. And the funny thing is, China, North Korea, and Russia even looking at this and laughing.
Of course.
They talking about
because they've been doing that for years, and they do it right.
Come on, man. If you're gonna dictate. You know, let me come out here with these old wind-up toy tanks.
If you want to look powerful. Don't put the F team out there. Like,
y'all should have had a Ferris wheel out there. Y'all should have a little go-kart track out there. Y'all should have had
a Kiss Me booth, a Dunkin' booth.
And more people show up to the gathering of the Juggalos, and that has all that shit.
Oh,
you know? Ferris wheels.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. Except there's more clowns here. but yeah, man. I mean, y'all should have brought a damn cotton candy stand out there. I mean, come on. This is like a parking lot. It's like a parking lot carnival with all the fun stuff taken away. And I got a question. I'm gonna get to the meat and heart of this discussion right here, because I really do have a question. I'm not here to talk down. I just want to know. I want to hear from y'all. It's funny because, you know, while let's see if I can find this here. Because, you know, everybody's at this low rent county fair, but if you really wanted to go where the party was at, then you would protest.
Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah. Millions of people showed up for protests all around the country. I don't know what this is, but whatever they're saying about the number here, they are lying about that, as he usually does.
I heard 20,000, but then other people are saying, no, it's just 10,000.
I doubt it's 10,000. I would probably say maybe closer to 20,000. Sure. But, you know, he wanted to have multiply that by 10, 200,000.
He wanted it to look like Obama's inauguration, where it was filled to the brim. There was traffic everywhere.
Yeah. Listen, it may be less. I'll give him credit, you know. Maybe you did get 20,000. I'll give you that. But it's not near the numbers that he wanted. Somebody say estimate around 8,000. Really? Okay. And listen, I don't know the exact number. So all I know is it ain't what the number that he wanted.
Mm-hmm.
But this damn parade that he put on, so millions around the country protested. So it was full. It was, you know, everywhere people were showing up in droves and protesting peacefully. I don't think there was one incident that broke out.
Right. The police tried to get something going in L.A. and ended up dispersing the crowd. But everybody there said they were the aggressors.
Yeah. All of this is part of the package, by the way. Not only does he get to pretty much really have his birthday cake, and eat it too. Well, at least he tried, because what he wanted to do was throw himself a big birthday party for his fragile ass ego.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, he wanted these people to come out and protest. He wanted to start some shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because he wanted to go in and talk about how lawlessness was abound and how the brown people are out there going crazy, and all these people out here, they hate America. You see them tearing up the country. But fortunately, people smarter than that. They went out there and they maintained. They withheld. They actually took the extra steps and measures to make sure that they were being peaceful. Even people that went out there and tried to stir up the pot. Because you had some people going out there, you know, trying to agitate people, went out there with the Trump signs and whatnot, and people didn't fall for the bait. Actually, kind of just, Adam told me one guy went out there and was really trying hard to start some shit, and bunch of Mexican girls went up to him and said, "What are you doing? What are you doing with your life? You got better things to do."
Yeah, because he had a 2024 sign.
Yeah.
It's like, you won. All right,
Yeah.
what else?
Yeah.
Yeah, he had this sign, and these girls went over there and said, "Come on, what are you doing with your life?" And the guy was like, "Yeah, you're right." He just kind of walked away. So, I'm looking at this protest here. I mean, not the protest. Protest looked like they were awesome. But I'm
I
looking
did
at
see a protest in D.C. I sent you a clip of it. They actually broke through the barrier and they sat on the steps of the Capitol
Oh,
with
good.
signs held up.
Nice. So, as you can see, this whole thing was an honor to himself. I'll tell you about the two jumbotrons over there with the flags. The tanks lined up. Notice they're pointing at him as if even the tanks are saluting the president right there.
Mhm.
And there he is, the lone figure standing, making sure that he's standing in the center of it all. People, this, again, was done on his birthday, and he's using the military as an excuse. And the critics out there,
And taxpayers' money.
and $45 million.
Mhm.
But you still have people, I see it, I read it, people who are talking about, if you criticize this, they ask you, why do you hate the military? Why don't you respect the military? Why, and if you really want to get crazy and stupid with it, why do you hate America? So I got a question. And it's an honest question. And you might not like it, but it is coming from a place of as respectable as I can get with it. So this man throws a parade on his birthday and wastes taxpayers' money for this old rinky-dink ass backyard barbecue right here. $45 million for that. And you still think this is about the military. So I ask you, respectfully, do you just want to be stupid?
That's the respectable
That's as respectable as I can make. Do you like being a sucker? I'm really asking you, because do you really believe it's about the military? When this man places himself, well, I don't know, he might be out there like Wells Waldo. I don't know. But this man places himself at the center. What is this? What is this about? What is it about this thing where it says it is anything about the military when he's making himself the center of attention? When everything is passing by him, when everything is respecting him, saluting him, kissing his ass.
Yeah, well, he's the commander in chief. That means he's the commanding officer of the military. I don't believe this. I'm just saying.
But the military is still not the military is still not the
focus.
Not the focus here.
Yeah.
So I'm really asking y'all, what is it? Is it a pride thing? Do you just not like to be proven wrong? You can talk about all this other stuff all day. Immigration, the economy, whether or not you agree with his policies, if you want to call them that, tariffs, all that stuff. But for 1 second, do you believe that this is just a coincidence that this is on his birthday and it's not about his ego? I mean, let's just drop the bullshit at some point. I mean, do you not want to own up to when you might be wrong about something? Is it a pride thing? I don't know. That's why I'm asking, because do you just want to play teams that much that you can't admit to when even you are being made to look dumb? It's $45 million. Now, oh, God forbid if Biden had done this.
Yeah.
And you know it. Let Obama had done this. You know, you would have been like, spend how much money? You couldn't even wear a tan suit.
Uh-huh.
That cost probably $4,500.
But to be fair, if Obama would have done it, that would have been a hell of a party.
Oh, it would have.
Yeah, that's true.
That would have been really fun and great for morale.
Instead of this shit out here, where's a barbecue with no barbecue, a carnival with no carnival.
Yeah, no grill. One dumbass showed up with steaks.
This would have been, he would have had,
It would have been Freaknik.
Yeah, no, come on now. You sound like them. A black man has to be out there twerking all day.
Would have been fun.
He would have had Jay-Z out there. He would have had Taylor Swift out there. It would have been a concert.
Yeah.
It would have been fun. But you know what? He wouldn't have done it because he wouldn't have wasted everybody's goddamn money.
Or time.
Or it would have been done for charity.
Yeah,
Yeah, it would have been a point to it.
but that's if really you so-called Americans that really believe in this bullshit right here. Do you? I mean, you're all about the military. You want to talk about the military? Think about how much money could have went to veterans instead of throwing this for himself.
Yeah.
I saw the number. You could have actually given a year of health insurance to like 7,000 veterans.
Instead of cutting benefits for veterans and jobs for the Veterans Administration, you could have gave money to veterans. You could have helped veterans. Not even if this is about the military, it's a waste of money.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's insulting, really.
Yeah. No, it's insulting, and I'm sorry. You're a sucker. You're stupid. If you buy that, there's no other way to say it. I'm sorry if you're insulted. We can debate any other thing right here, but this right here is dumb, and you are too. If you believe that, I hate to look down on anybody like that, but I mean, goddamn. Sometimes you got to give tough love to somebody. You're just dumb.
Yeah, I think we're not allowed to look down on people for being dumb anymore.
I'm sorry. Today we are. I'm tempted to use the R word on y'all's asses right now. Everyone, we have to give a word out to our sponsor right now, which is In the Cloud. And listen, if you are as busy as I am, then you probably need to learn how to relax a little bit more. And the thing that's helping me to relax is In the Cloud. They make legal hemp-derived THC products that are actually very good, not some crazy edible that your friend bought at some shady-ass gas station somewhere. We're talking gummies, vapes, and pre-rolls that are strong, tasty, and they just get the job done. They have over 50,000 happy customers. They're vegan, lab tested, and damn it, they just taste good. So listen, if you are over the age of 21, go to inthecloud.co, use the code TOASTED for free shipping plus 25% off your first order. And like I said, may I recommend these Bliss gummies right here? They help me not only to relax, but sleep very well. I want to thank In the Cloud for sponsoring this portion of the show. And I want to thank all of you out there for your support. All right, back to the discussion. Y'all could at least had a bouncy castle out there.
And the thing is, when these other countries, like North Korea, Russia, when they do it, it's like, God damn, like it's scary looking. When we do it, we get old Squeaky coming out.
Hey, let's not encourage him to go bigger.
I'm looking at this. Y'all might as well have Thomas the Train going down there. At least he cool. Yeah, at least he got a face that can smile at everybody.
Smile at everybody.
This pathetic thing right here. These little wind-up toys going down the street.
Hold up. We got to change the batteries. who's got a giant 9-volt that I can stick in here?
I was waiting for the thing to stop and somebody run up behind it and wind it up again. So it can start going again. But this is, we're laughing, but it really is sad. It's really not funny. It's again, nothing's being done for the country. Nothing.
No, good things are being taken away.
Yeah.
Every day, something new.
Yeah. And, now our tax money is being taken away. I'm sorry, y'all. This is one that I don't want to, again, no one can talk to me about patriotism or religion. I don't want to hear that shit. No one talk to me about America. If you voted for this right here, you can't say shit to me about America. If I don't get my ass up during the national anthem, you sit up in America, you better sit your ass down. You sit down with me and let's talk, because you have no right to tell me about America at all. I mean, this is out of all the things that he has done or has not done, I mean, this one is a bitch slap to the face.
Mm-hmm.
Patriotism is completely irrelevant when you're regressing in a way that is so stupid. Like, again, be one thing if, like, he actually looked cool, but it looked lame as shit.
Yeah.
Like, even at the basics, he failed.
Yeah, we can't even get a dictator right. I mean, damn. If I want a dictator, I want a dictator. I want somebody sitting up there. I want jets going down the street with missiles and all that kind of stuff. Look, I don't want a dictator, but damn, I even feel embarrassed about that. I want to look like Kim Jong-il or whatever, Kim Jong-un, whatever. I want to say, yeah, man, I'm sorry. It's an insult to all dictators out there. But my question remains, why are you that stupid that you buy into that? That really is cultish behavior when you defend anything when it's right there in your face. You see how lame that look. You see how bad how embarrassing that is. I mean, the most majestic part of it is centered on him. The rest of it, well, sad, waste. Are you that dumb that you buy into that's about the military? Please answer me. Please give me your explanation why you think that this is real. Because I would love to hear it. Please hit me up. Is anybody in the chat? I'm not gonna cuss you out. I'm not. I'm like, look, I'll go as far as to call you dumb. That's it. And that's just my opinion. America, free speech. But
for now.
But I mean, if you're in the chat and you like this, you believe that this is about the military, tell me why. And if you don't want to say it in the chat, I won't even read on the air. You can still, and I'm not even trying to make a crazy segue. Email me, kcoolmans@gmail.com. I really want to know what it is that you believe about this. I won't even share with anybody. Just tell me, because I'm confused to the point where I'm just losing my goddamn head now. And this video here, Ryan Hamilton said this sums it up, this video. Let me see here. It's a video on X. Damn. Now, I will ask, just to be fair, was this when everything was beginning to start? Because I don't want to be that guy that just pointing fingers and laughing just because I want to hear the answer I want to hear, or I want to be a bully or something. Because I'm looking at this right here, this video. I did hear somebody say that these kind of pictures and videos were when it was leading up to the event. I like the way people are already bored.
Yeah, I saw.
Should have went to the protest.
I saw a reporter out there around that time. That looks like how it was about an hour before the parade.
Okay, so it's still kind of setting up, but yeah, I'm just trying to be fair. I do not want to be accused of spreading misinformation myself. I'm accusing people of doing that.
Right, just choosing the angles that fit your narrative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
There is more stuff to laugh at, though. I sent you a video of the crowd singing "Happy Birthday" to Trump, and it was pathetic. Like there were like 3 people like going "Happy Birthday." It kind of sounded like when people forget the name of the guy.
Oh.
Singing "Happy Birthday" for
Yeah, it looked like, all right, make them stop.
Even he don't want to hear that shit.
They're not in sync with each other.
No.
It's that thing when you think we're all going to sing together and a lot of people aren't, so you realize you're louder than you think you are, and then yeah. Come on, everybody! Happy birthday! Happy birthday! Let's get it together.
The haters are going to hate if this goes up on YouTube, and that's fine. But before you just start, I'm not going to stop you. Say what you want to. You title your opinion no matter what. But before you go off into that, again, if you write something in the comment section, can you just take a moment to explain again why you buying this bullshit? And then you can go off all you want. Mm. I can be all kind of dumbasses and
libtards.
To get libtards and all, unfair lefty and all that kind of stuff. I've even been called a pedo before.
You've heard it all.
I've heard it all. Go ahead. I don't mind. I'll call names. You call names. It's all fair.
The thing that's crazy is I saw one of the reporters, I think from the Daily Show, talking to Trump supporters, and they were all like, well, if he wants it to be a dictatorship, I'm okay with that. Whatever he wants. And it wasn't just one guy. It was like 3 or 4 people,
I'm sure.
one after another.
Somebody says, I'm just out of curiosity, who do I know that's defending this parade? I don't know anybody personally. And I'm sure I can listen. I'm sure I do know somebody. I know a lot of people who are Trump supporters.
Who haven't, stepped up and talked about it yet.
Yeah. If I go to a bar and we don't talk politics, in fact, the bar that I go to, the manager, he tells people do not talk about politics. I don't hear that shit. But I have talked to a couple of people that we kind of just slipped into a little bit, and they let me know. They gave me a hint of where they stand, and we're cool. That's fine. So I know some people, I'm sure. But I'm talking about you can go anywhere online and look this up and see that people are talking about it's about the military. Why do you hate the military? It's not anybody I've talked to personally, but go online, look it up.
I'll tell you why I hate the military. It's a big waste of money. All right, don't need all that shit. But you pay some teachers. But you pay some farmers. The ones who grow the food that you fucking eat.
I wouldn't say military is a waste of money, but it's
They waste billions on the military.
Really?
Billions of dollars. Look up how many trillions they spent
All right.
making a new jet for no reason. Who gives
Well, we need some military, but I'm not
some,
trying. Yeah,
not a ton.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just trying to. But they do. Yeah, they do waste money. Everything. And yeah, it's funny how they in the government, they want to cut all these federal worker jobs.
Yeah.
But we don't want to trim fat in that area.
Well, they want to cut all of these services and jobs to save money, to bring down the deficit. Then you got this big, beautiful bill that's going to drive it way up. So all that money that got saved, where's that going? Like nobody's asking that question.
Doge, baby.
Yeah, it's going into the pockets of
Yeah.
billionaires.
Yes. But I see what you're saying. Don't worry. I see what you're talking about. I do.
Just maybe take 10% of that and fix healthcare.
Yeah.
Something that matters.
I can't argue with that. Yeah. Man, listen, I'm going to end with this. Yes, you hit it. Because while y'all over here praising this and proud that your tax money is gone to this nonsense, you better not stub your toe and go to the emergency room.
Mm-hmm.
Because your health care still ain't improved.
Right.
Your money's going to this. Meanwhile, you can't afford to get sick. You can't afford to get a splinter.
You're right. And if you lose your job, you
Yeah.
got nothing.
Yep. Oh, well. Happy birthday, Trump.
Choke on it.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
I'm going to put that on the cake.
In cursive.
Yeah. I'm going to have a boxing glove with a spring in that cake. Give it to him a punch in the face. Oh, all right. Let's see here. I want to go to a real party. Go to the 11th anniversary party.
Hey, we getting tanks for that?
Yes.
That guy that owes you money.
Yeah.
Have him get on getting some tanks for us.
Pop-Tart shaped tank.
Yeah, there you go. The Pop-Tart Army.
I'm going to go to the toy store and buy some tanks just like that. Wind them up and send them across the street.
line up
Yeah.
going down the street.
Yeah. I'm going to have Woody and Buzz driving. Or would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.